So y'all, uh, whenever you get called to go on a mission, like that's the time. That's hit time right there. Like it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Um, Sometimes you might be given like 70. You can. I've heard. I've never seen it. I've never experienced it, but it's been said that like 72 hours sometimes. Hey, get your stuff, get ready, and go. And when you only have a limited amount of time compared to like when you're notified that you actually have a good amount of time to prep, it's like crunch time automatically. And it's tough because there's a lot of things that you have to deal with when prepping, and you have to start considering things that, like spare the moment. Oh, these we knew these things were in the wraps, but we didn't expect them to hinder us, or we didn't expect them to throw a monkey wrench and give us these hiccups as we're trying to prepare. That's why the Army's always talking about readiness, and it's not just about making sure you're good on your classes and all your appointments are done and stuff like that. There's also personal things that you have to deal with, or that your soldiers have to deal with, whatever kind of issues or obstacles and stuff like that they're going through, all their affairs and stuff, whether it is medical stuff, whether it's bills and finances, or just stuff in general. I don't have this gear, so I have to get this gear, and you don't have enough time to get it, or you have a very limited time to get it. It hinders you and it stops you from your normal process, a smooth transition of getting ready to go on your mission. It's tough, man. One thing that I see is that the Army has changed is the amount of time that females who have had babies, soldiers, females that have had babies, the amount of time that they get off to take care of their kids. That will also hinder you, or hinder them, throw a monkey wrench on the planning and getting ready for a mission. You might have there might be a certain amount of personnel that you need to go on this mission, but you don't have that many personnel because this soldier is going through a med board process or has some medical things that stops them from being able to go on a mission. Also, if a male soldier has a spouse who has just had a baby, that's also changed. I remember at one point it was like 11 days that males would get off of work for paternity leave. Now they get months, and it's just crazy because when they take their leave, and then all of a sudden, boom, we have a mission that we have to go on, and you have to go. And sometimes it's possible for a soldier's leave to get revoked. I still have this amount of time to be on leave. Well, we got this mission, so you have to come off leave early. Stuff like that. It's crazy. It actually freaking happens, or it could happen. People not being intolerant, with weapons qualifications. You find out that you have a limited amount of time to get ready for this mission, but people have to be qualified on a specific weapon system to freaking go on this mission. Then you have to plan for people to go get qualified. You have to request the supplies and stuff that you'll need to go complete this qualification. You need to know how many personnel. You got personnel at the same time you're trying to do the qualification, going to do other things, appointments, things like that, whatever the case may be. On top of that, everyone has to get all of their clothing and their gear together that's required on a packing list for them to go. And we're doing this day by day. We already have our timeline day by day. You have to find certain amount of time to get stuff put in there. You have change of leadership in the middle of you prepping for a mission that you have limited time to prep for. That's also something that you have to come into play. The ceremony of the change of leadership is shaky. You don't even get. We're supposed to have a rehearsal. You're probably not going to get much time to rehearse. It's crazy because you want that ceremony to be conducted in a professional manner, in a professional military manner. It might not happen. That being said, the same time you're prepping to go on your mission, and you have this new leadership coming in, and your current leadership leaving, how many people are going to be there for the ceremony. It's you got to figure these kind of things out, man. And I was told by leadership at one point, I've heard leadership say, you have to multitask, double task, triple task. While we're doing this, you will take your off time at this area to do this and make sure this is squared away. So it's stressful. It can get stressful. Not to mention the fact that what if you just went out on a mission, you've only been back for a little while, and now you have to turn right back around and go on another mission. I've heard of people, I'm telling you, like I'm talking about, you just got back from a mission, you have to turn right back around and go on another mission. And that is crazy. It's stress on the family. Your spouse might be going through some kind of, emotional things, and they know that you have to go, and boom, they're stressing or anxious or whatever the case may be. Then, not to mention, what if you have kids? What if you have children? Then you have to inform your children, hey, we have to do this, and it's very soon. Like, I have no time to, you know what I'm saying? The kids are like, man, you just got back, you gotta go again. That's how it works sometimes in the Army, man. That's how it works sometimes. And people need to realize what they're signing up for when they decide to join the military. Because if you and your spouse are having troubles, let's say there's infidelity in your relationship. Your spouse has been doing the infidelity. You're being a good soldier. Your spouse, is doing things that are unbecoming. Every time you have to go do some kind of training or mission, you don't want to leave the spouse. You want to work it out, stuff like that. You got kids. You want to be there and make things right for the kids. Maybe your spouse doesn't know what they want, or your spouse just can't handle being alone. But this is the things that people need to understand that they're signing up for when they join the military. You could be called at any moment and told, hey, you have less than the normal amount of time to prep for this mission, because your mission is like directly around the corner. If you miss holidays, you miss birthdays, you miss your own birthday, you don't get to be with your family, all kinds of crazy things. First days of school, you got a brand new baby, your baby's walking, your baby's first birthday, you got older children that are graduating high school, you're missing graduations. All this stuff is heavy on the shoulders of the family members that are dealing with this military. And when they get called to go on a mission and do something with minimal time to prep for it, what if you got the rest of your family that you want to notify and let them know? And one of the things that people need to realize also is very, very important is the information that you give to people, certain people that you give the information to, what you're telling them, certain specifics you can't tell them because it's for the mission, it's security for the mission. You also have to worry about, once you tell people something, you have to make sure they know, like, not to go on social media and post stuff here and there. And there's just certain things you don't post: dates, locations, time frames, countdowns, things like that. The names of a specific task or something that you have to do, all that kind of stuff. You can't let them know what route you're riding on, all that. The family needs to know these kinds of things whenever that last minute mission pops up. It's stressful, y'all. It can be very, very stressful. You kind of got to take it one day at a time. Make sure that family is utilizing whatever Army programs, as far as, if they need to go get some kind of counseling or behavioral health and stuff like that. This stuff is, for your mental health, this stuff is it can get tough, y'all. It can get tough. And I know I haven't been up here in a long time to post anything, but I just wanted to come up here and talk about that really quick. I don't know. I'll see y'all soon. I'll try to post a video as soon as I can. Once again, just want to get up here and talk about that with y'all, because I haven't talked with y'all in a long time. But I want to thank y'all for all y'all support. Any new drill sergeants out there, congratulations to y'all doing your thing. Keep on pushing. Read your modules, study up, know them by heart, all that good stuff. Drill Sergeant Creed, all that. Okay, that's enough rambling. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Love y'all to death. Y'all stay focused and motivated. Sergeant Lynch, first class type. I'm out, y'all. I'm gonna holler at you.